Dear friends, Shalom Ubracha. Rosh Hashana is just around the corner and we're preparing ourselves for the solemnity of that day. Interesting detail on the name of the Chag. We know it as Rosh Hashanah. We refer at times to it as Yom Hadin, the Day of Judgment. But when we look through the Tefillot, there is a special name given to this Chag, Yom HaZikaron, the Day of Remembrance. And it obviously calls for an explanation. It certainly does not follow the general structure of our Tefillot and the names that we give to our Chagim. Pesach is Chag HaMatzot because we do the mitzvah of the Pesach is with the matzot. Sukkot is Chag HaSukkot because the mitzvah of the Chag is to sit in a sukkah. Shavuot is known for that because of the 7 weeks that we counted. This is how we name the Chagim. So if we compare the regular names of Chagim to Rosh Hashanah as Yom HaZikaron, one wonders what is it that we do that is a Zikaron, that is a remembrance. What's special about Rosh Hashanah that there is something to remember, and that's the main event of the Chag. Not even Yom Hadin is used so freely as Yom HaZikaron. So one would think, the first thought that one would think that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is remembering on that day. And there is reason to believe that that's what it is, because HaKadosh Baruch Hu tells us, Tiku lefanai b'shofar shel ha'il, blow before me with a shofar of a ram, kedei she'ezkor lachem akedat Yitzchak, in order that I will remember for you the akedah of Yitzchak, the sacrifice of Yitzchak Avinu. So it seems that the whole service of the shofar is to create a memory and bring it out, a memory in the mind of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and we speak about it on Rosh Hashanah. But then we go to the Musaf, and we look through, just as a few examples, a constant statement that HaKadosh Baruch Hu remembers. Ata zocher ma'aseh olam, we start. You remember the actions of the world. Ki en shikha lifnei kisei kevodecha. There is no forgetfulness in front of your throne. Hakol galui v'tzafui lefanecha. All is open and seen before you. And the list is long of how HaKadosh Baruch Hu remembers everything, and everything is present in front of him. There is no forgetfulness to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So Yom HaZikaron cannot be for HaKadosh Baruch Hu to remember. HaKadosh Baruch Hu remembers everything. So it's therefore, as we compare to the other Chagim, when I say Chag HaMatzot, I eat matzot. When I say Yom HaZikaron, I remember. It's us that need to remember. That's the service of the day. And how do we remember? We remember through a shofar, through whatever it is that we do on the day of Rosh Hashanah. But the memory has to be ignited in us, not in HaKadosh Baruch Hu. HaKadosh Baruch Hu remembers everything that existed in the world, as we state in the Amidah of Musaf. So what is it that is required of us on this day of Rosh Hashanah to remember? We have to understand that HaKadosh Baruch Hu has a limitless vision of everything that happens. Every one of us is present in front of HaKadosh Baruch Hu in center stage. Each and every one of us. HaKadosh Baruch Hu sees us and He's cognizant of our presence and our actions in front of Him. We, in turn, are expected to come to HaKadosh Baruch Hu and connect with Him. We are expected to remember HaKadosh Baruch Hu and to come and push that connect button that says, I'm here, I know that you see me, and I want to connect with you. That's our tefillah, that's our avodah, that's the shofar. All that we do is to make a statement that we want to connect ourselves to He who does not forget us, to He who is always has us in His mind. With Him we want to connect. And that's the avodah of Rosh Hashana. Certainly there's another level of connection, and that is the fact that we must remember all the good that HaKadosh Baruch Hu did for us in the last years. Each one in his own life, every single day of life has been filled with goodness and kindness from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. How society was a year ago and how we are today, the amount of miracles that took place to the reality of a world that was changing furiously, this we have to remember. So we come on Rosh Hashana, and at the end of the day, the best way to describe our mission on that day is what we also say in the Amidah of Musaf, Ashrei shelo yishkachecha. Fortunate is the man that does not forget you. This is Yom HaZikaron, the day that we remember HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We open ourselves to receive all the good that HaKadosh Baruch Hu has, with the recognition and acknowledgement that we were always the recipient of great goodness from His kind. And Be'ezrat Hashem, we should all be inscribed in the Sefer HaChaim to Shana Tova U'Morechet, Shana of Chaim V'Shalom, B'riut U'Parnasa B'Shefa. And Be'ezrat Hashem, soon we shall see Biat HaMashiach, we shall see the greatness of HaKadosh Baruch Hu in the world. We will be the true recipients of all that kindness. And again, I wish you all and all of Am Yisrael together that we should stand before our HaKadosh Baruch Hu and get a not guilty statement, a statement that brings about the Rachav and Hatzlacha and Beriut Etana to all of us. Our best wishes from Yerushalayim Ira Kodesh, Tipaneh V'Tikonen B'mehera B'yameinu Amen. Shana Tova U'Mborech.